My name is Charlye Vivas. I am from Cali, Colombia. I was actually born in the United States, but I grew up half of my life in Cali, Colombia. I am in Thailand to teach jiu-jitsu. I have a fight actually tomorrow night. It's the big end of the year bash here in Koh Tao. I've been training steady Muay Thai for the last month that I've been here getting ready for this fight. Martial arts in general have been a big part of my life for about 10 years now. Kind of got the bug when I was in my early 20s, and the bug just never left, you know. And I've always needed something to do, you know, something to dedicate my time to 100%, and martial arts just happened to be an escape, happened to be a good way for me to focus, a way for me to channel my energy, you know. I wanted my dad to be proud of me. I wanted my dad to think that I was as cool as I thought he was. So I boxed to please him for a little while. I wasn't very good at the time, and I'm still not very good, but you know, just for the sake of having some common ground with my dad, I boxed, and then I got into jiu-jitsu, and the jiu-jitsu training took me a long way, and I loved it. I became obsessed with jiu-jitsu, and I became obsessed with the fact that a smaller guy could beat a bigger guy, that it was no longer about size, it was no longer about strength, it was about intelligence, it was about balance, it was about equilibrium, it was about technique, it was about so much more than just a stronger guy. It was the guy that sort of stuck to the samurai code that was winning the fights. Out of my social circle, I was the first one to decide that I wasn't going to take the regular cookie cutter route. I was going to go build my own path, and I was going to do it through martial arts. I thought that the samurai lifestyle was my lifestyle, you know. Like, I wake up in the morning and I train, not because it's cool. I wake up in the morning and I train because that's just what I do, you know. So I'm fighting tomorrow night here at Sadi Stadium. I'm representing Monsoon Gym, and my opponent is one of the coaches at the rival academy here. The reputation of the gym sort of lays in that fight. The bragging rights for the next year kind of light in this fight, you know. So it's nerve-wracking, not just the fight, but the pressure that comes along with it. All the training is done. I'm fighting tomorrow. There's nothing else that I can do at this point. But the repercussions of maybe having a bad performance is more or less what's nerve-wracking to me. Like anybody else, I'm scared and I'm nervous and I'm a little bit terrified, and I'm a little bit of all those negative things that could create doubt in your mind. But with that doubt, with that fear, there's also a very good sense of awareness. You know, like the fear keeps you aware of what's going on. And a great champion a long time ago, Chuck Liddell, said that the day that he didn't feel fear when he stepped into the cage is the day that he needed to retire. So the fact that I'm still terrified every time I fight is good, you know. Not only am I fighting a Thai, I'm fighting a Thai in Thailand. I'm fighting a Thai in Thailand at their national sport. You know, by Thai standards, I'm not a very good fighter. By Thai standards, I'm just another foreigner, you know. By Thai standards, I'm a nobody. And this guy's been training Muay Thai since before he could read. He's been kicking and punching since before he could write. Like, I have a disadvantage in the fight because not only does he have more experience, he has more fights, he has the crowd behind him, and I know nobody in Thailand wants me to beat him. So I'm just here to prove to myself that I can do it. You know, I'm here to prove to myself that I'm not just a worthy opponent, but capable of finishing what I started. You know, I decided that I was going to live this dream all the way through, and I'm going to do it until it's over.